between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine.
Yeah, I can't really hear on my out of the left side, so, but I can hear on the right side pretty good. So technically, I can't talk, but I just can't hear on the left side. You know how those issues are. Might need to go to the doctor and get my ears flushed out.
Folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears.
I know I did. Did you? I got some fun movies, clothes movies, and some other stuff. So pretty good.
Losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
Empty box, wow.
Here we go, the final week
Coming
of
in
the
this
NFL
ball to start.
season. Week 17 is underway.
So this game's to see if we get to the playoffs as a wild card or a division winner. Because it said we are 10-5. No, 9-6. Yeah, the Packers are 10-5, so we'll see.
Out come the Vikings with Kirk Cousins.
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm sorry for last week. My fault. The Bears lost to the Chiefs. I did something dumb. Trying to score more points. And threw a pick and let him score, right? Remember?
Was actually just the 6th ever NFL quarterback to finish a season above that 70% mark. And not the start he was hoping for. So maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But boy, as he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that,
I might watch if I'm home.
Because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
If I'm home, I might be with my grandmother, though, this evening. Visiting her at the rehab. For those of you guys who don't know me.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
Really?
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. So here come the Bears under second-year coach Madden. Commanding the offense will be the 6', 225-pound quarterback, former Missouri Tiger Chase Daniel.
And no excitement unless
why we benched Mitchell Trubisky
in his numbers.
And why his season's over early.
Was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
And his team wasn't real thrilled about that.
Damn, that's going to be an injury for the playoffs.
So, I know this
really? That's not going to help us in the playoffs much?
He's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
A loss of a yard there.
This thing, the season's over.
That leads to a 2nd and 11. Daniel going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Pick 6, baby. Pick 6. No flags? No flags? Sweet.
They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Season's over, too.
It's not anything that you would
Just
think
look
is
at
just
his knee.
great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's
Just look at his knee. He's out for the season, most likely.
On that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
Sounds good to me.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting
Sounds
the
good to me.
interception,
Early start for the Vikings.
navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot.
I scored first. My offense can't do anything. Maybe the defense for the Vikings is better than the offense.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost
our team is like the real Bears. I think they missed the playoffs.
Taken down back shy of the 20.
Potentially missed the playoffs altogether.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the
6-1.
NFC.
Do it again.
And as things start to come into focus in the final weekend, their future still up in the air. Currently in possession of the 5 spot, but could fall entirely out of the postseason if this final day doesn't go their way.
Well, we're looking forward to the playoffs because, fortunately enough, we're going to be there to call some of these games. But when you're sitting where they are right now, the playoffs start with this game. They can't wait till next week and say, well, let's see if we're... No, they have to win this one to ensure that they're going to go. So their playoff run actually begins a week early.
By the way, I got my assignment for the playoffs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks in the day for the Vikings.
Weatherly in there to get him, and that is sack number 6.
Clone Mac's not the only one who gets sacked in this game. You know that?
Well, there was second
Just
long,
saying.
now it's third and even
Clone Mac
longer.
usually gets most of our sacks in the game, don't you think?
Because they're moving exactly the way they
Go back and watch
to,
any of the live stream games we've done this year. Clone Mac's gotten almost every sack.
Now the throw
A lot. And each has got more sacks in each game.
Incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2.
So the Vikings are looking to finish 8-8. They're going to finish 8-8, just like the possibly 8-8, or maybe 7-9, just like the Lions, or but some of the Lions could be 8-8 and miss the playoffs.
And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
I can hear it from my spot where I'm sitting at. Out of the right side.
So you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always
There he goes! Touchdown, Vikings!
Vikings!
Ah, let's go.
Dalvin Cook.
15
Touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defense.
And they're close, too.
Give you the first score, and then your offense.
Maybe she walked in the laundry room and thought I was a little too stinky. So
we've had that conversation prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Touchback for sure.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I thought he was going to take it out.
Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This
Chiefs are going to miss the wild card spot potentially.
Does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Big help.
They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that
might have to put Trubisky back into this game to get him ready for the playoff run.
Generate some offense.
Get him ready for the playoff thing, I think.
At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I don't think so about that. I'm...
First down. It's a first down.
Okay, I don't need to take pictures.
It's a first down. It's a first down. Come on, it's a first down.
I'm trying to see where the chain's at. I am, I think. I'm gonna challenge this. I doubt this. I doubt these officials. Ah!
A first down pickup of 8.
Challenge it. Challenge it.
Come on, set.
I'm challenging it now. We'll see what happens. Man!
Up to the
Not the challenge!
now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, ref!
Here's Daniel.
Pick off! Uh-oh!
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football.
I might have to put Trubisky back in to play quarterback in this game. Daniel's day's done. Daniel's out of the first half. Trubisky's coming back. And this is the story of the Bears season in real life, too, don't you think?
First quarter,
but,
and now he
you know,
already
he
has
seems
2
better than the real Bears.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative.
I could be up 21-0 here in a second. And it was the first quarter!
I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions.
Ah!
Escape, and he goes down.
Backwards.
Khalil Mack able to get
not a
in
sack.
For his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's not a sack!
He's NFL sack leader.
He's outside of the box.
And now that's
a rush.
that he's added to his total.
That's not a sack. He rushed the quarterback.
From
That's not a sack.
In that sack category.
I disagree with that sack.
Complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they won't
Got 1 yard back at least.
As he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Yes!
Open man is Thielen is complete. Adam Thielen, his 9th touchdown.
Just saying, Minnesota's a hostile place to play in as a visiting team. You're about to get beat. Just saying. Minnesota's a tough place to play.
To the races, Charles. 20-0 already. Extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Hey,
first quarter not even over. I'm up 21 to nothing.
Race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting.
You're done talking. Give it, Joey. Guys, done talking. I guess I'm taking over. I guess I'm taking over. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you guys know what happens. Just enjoy the game for now.
Fielded a couple yards deep.
And then I'm gonna like, I can't believe you took it out. First give me a shout out to the 25, 24.
At the 24-yard line.
It says it's out at the 24.
The Bears
so I'm Joey's done talking. I guess I'm in charge of talking.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh!
And that will be incomplete.
No flag. No flag.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's not catchable ball.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense where you can sit.
Really? You think there should be interference?
Yeah, flag.
I disagree with that.
Flag. Flag. Flag.
Doesn't even touch him.
Flag. Flag.
That's not interference
Flag.
at all.
Flag. Flag.
How should that be interference?
Flag. Flag.
He didn't even touch. My guy didn't even touch the guy until the play ended. Until he already had. Until he caught the ball, dropped it. That's when my guy touched you. Your guy was still in the air.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, the officials could have called it, but they decided not to.
Now they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check 18.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Wayne.
That's the second of the day. He got it. Touchdown. Again.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't.
Don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. You cannot quit. You cannot quit. You're not quitting. No, 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 no. No. You're not quitting. It's not gonna. No, don't quit. No, don't quit. You can still come back. Yes, you can.
I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception.
You don't know that. I could have a bad game.
For the pick six.
It probably is. Well, at least they're just getting reps for you guys for the playoffs, if we even get there still.
And he'll take it back.
I don't know what our chances are now. I guess we'll find out after. I know, I messed up our whole season last week. It's my fault. I could have had this at 10-5, playing in the playoffs. And now it's not my fault. We're hoping for the Packers to lose.
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one.
Let's hope for the Packers lose, I guess. I guess we'll find out if Packers lose. We're for sure going to get a wild card spot if the Packers lose.
They get a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing on first down.
Oh, man. Still 3 quarters to go, though, buddy. Still 3 quarters to go.
The 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Trubisky now.
What's the...
Well, the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Another first down.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You're working hurry up early on. First quarter.
For the Bears.
20-0.
Trubisky now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down, and he'll run straight into.
That was a host
at
of
the line of
Vikings players. Bring it down.
2nd down.
A host.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
7-3, it said.
We are in for a good.
They're probably going to win the division if they win that game and if they lose. So we know who they're cheering for. Keep your eyes on that game for sure.
Play action. It's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to
What now? Oh, my God. What, again? That's his 3rd of the day. That's a hat trick.
There as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked in
Unbelievable.
what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the loss to start out, it's 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
By Jackson there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing.
Well, here's the thing. You didn't lose Trey Cohen on the first play from scrimmage, so with Cohen going out on the first play from scrimmage, that ended the game right there. Because Trey Cohen got hurt in the first play of the game from scrimmage. And that's what ended the game for the Bears. Because he's hurt, and now you have running backs in Davis and Montgomery who haven't seen the ball a lot at all this year. So that's the issue you have. That's the issue we have. It's not going to help us in the playoffs much.
Fielded at the 20.
not going to help in the playoffs at all.
That'll go as a
Without Cohen dislocating knee, his season's over. So you're going to have to hope for a passing game at some point in the playoffs.
Allen Robinson. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
That helps out a little bit.
Mike Davis. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Finally.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific.
8 times in a row? What?
That was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken
well, maybe this is the start for me to fall apart.
Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The kickoff
tough place to play, Minnesota. Just saying.
This one away.
If I'm a team, I would hate to play up, and I would hate to play up there because of their loud horn they have. They set off after Vikings score or something like that. It's tough.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook.
Backwards.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
2 of 3 passing and 60 yards.
He's
not
such
enough.
a good route runner.
One pass
Shows
for a
it
touchdown
there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
Okay, Cook's out for now.
Over the years in the NFL, the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Why is there duel in there?
And
okay,
connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back to the ground. This time, Cook. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Cousins. It's complete to Treadwell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
50-yarder? Damn, I'm not going to make it.
Having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Not going to be good. No good. No good. Trick's no good. No good. No good. No good.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And the Vikings defense ready to get back
I just gave you a chance. I just give you a chance to make it a 2-score game before half.
Kick from 50 plus is again,
and at least get them, because you get the ball back to start the second half, you can be down by 7 points in a few minutes.
Us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability
what
of kickers
the one
continues to get better and
play?
better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all
One
state,
play.
and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
But it did.
Anyway, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And
Smith almost broke it up and picked it off.
He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
We're going to have timeout here with a 2-minute warning.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ah! No.
Down, they take a shot at the end zone.
Kidding me.
But it's incomplete.
4th and 2 to field goal.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game?
That's
Their
easy.
ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
What?
Bangs off the right, upright, no good.
You missed the field goal? That sucks. In real life and in a video game.
Been snake bitten a little bit here.
Really?
They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under
Now it's pretty much over for you. Unless I don't score and I, you know. Now what else could go wrong for the Bears this afternoon?
And he will lose yardage on the play.
Cook's starting to have issues now.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
I said 3 or 2 yards ago, I got 1.
Fuller, the one
I thought that was like 3 or 2, with 1 or 2 or 3 yards, I got 1 yard instead.
Draw play.
Cook!
To Cook. Absolutely nobody.
Damn it, that's going to kill me.
There.
You might need to use the timeout.
As he stopped behind the line
50 seconds, though.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to
well, you're gonna risk the game here if I
play.
do something good.
3rd and long for Cousins. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Wild now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. 13 games going on here in this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next season.
Yes!
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a potential turning point.
I did not see that coming. I thought you had that ball still. If only a guy would have been standing a few yards, standing in that red zone where the ball came down at. Oh, man, I did not know that was going to be my ball there.
Following the interception, Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
It's good. It's going to be good.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude,
goodbye.
Over and make us give up.
Sorry, buses.
Right at
Look at the buses warmed up. It's a little cold outside, I hear. I heard there was like 3 feet of snow,
so
5 inches of snow that snowed last night in Minnesota.
Quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Let's get this 2nd half started. I guess. No. Cooper Joe is going somewhere, so I'll wait on him. And back is Gimba Joey. There he is. Say hi.
Of the NFL regular season are upon
Yeah,
us
Gimba
as
Joey's
the second
kind of
half
upset. I think he was
17 is
crying about
underway.
his team,
This is
the
fielded
Bears
a couple
losing.
yards deep. And the decision to bring it out.
The reason the Bears are losing. Recapping if you're just joining us. Tariq Cohen left the game in the first play of the game with a dislocated knee and is done for the year most likely.
Led by Mitchell Trubisky, going to make their way back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
It's part of my fault the Bears lost last week to the Chiefs. If you missed the storyline, I tried to score another touchdown up 13-7 and throw a pick, which led to Tim Gimba Joey as the Chiefs scoring the game-winning touchdown, and then I tried to go march downfield to take a win or tie the game and failed. Thanks to Gimba Joey. So. Yeah, and now I'm the Vikings this weekend. I'm just putting the Bears away. I'm gonna give them away for good.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That could have been interference, but I didn't call it.
Afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary,
they should have.
They really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment.
And I only got the
make a play on the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech, who knows? But looks like
next week for episode 19 of the Bears franchise mode, potentially, don't you think? Will there be an episode 19 of this moment? I don't know. Do you think we're having an episode?
No interception so far. That probably should have been their first.
Real quick, do you think we're going to have an episode 19 next week for the Bears franchise mode or no?
Was the call spot on?
At the moment, I don't know. I can't. It's hard to say. We'll find out, I'm sure.
Was absolutely locked up.
I'm just keeping my eyes tracked on all the scores at the bottom of the NFC.
There's a time to force it. He felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Very good return that time.
Here, take these donuts away from me. Thanks. Where are you going? Okay, he'll be back. Yeah, I'll take some water. Some ice water if you're going up there. You hear me?
Oh, my phone? Yeah. Is it cold? Yeah, it's cold.
I'm not noise while I heard you were talking about your mother about going to lunch. What she say about that?
Oh, I think coupon.
She thinks that's coupons?
Yeah.
That's what she's telling you?
I think so.
Yeah, then ask her something to ask for ice cream.
No, it's not. I thought you wanted to. No.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Go live. Can you go back to work? Finish the game up.
Yeah, go back.
Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense.
Yeah, tell them where we're going.
They double-teamed him a couple times, but not
we don't know. They don't know.
Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see.
Well, that's there in Illinois by us.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we been in games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over, so it's a good battle.
Start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
I'm good.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That's why I said I'm stuffed. I'm good. They were pretty good.
Knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check.
So if you could have predicted what the final score of this game was, what would you say the final score would have been before this outcome? I'd say the Bears would win by, I don't know, 21-17.
They go play action with
but
Trubisky.
Now, not so much.
Caught by
Montgomery.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 1st down, and that catch also puts him at 150
Chiefs are going to be a wild card spot, it looks like.
For the game.
Got 20-10.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end.
Here's what I'm thinking about Vikings in real life. They are very good at home.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion,
Monday night,
still be faced now with a 3rd
Monday night
and goal
was their first loss to the Packers. Was their first home loss of the year.
Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Monday night, if you're a fan of football, the Packers played the Vikings in Minnesota. It was the first Vikings loss at home this season. They were unbeaten at home going into Monday night about 4 days ago, and they lost their first game. So, yeah, no, too bad for the Vikings. They lost their first home game of the year, which made the Packers in the division. So, who knows? It's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens to the Vikings. Having to go on the road throughout the playoffs this year in real life, so I guess we'll find out. I can't wait for the playoffs. Go watching some games on Sunday, maybe.
Quickly in the backfield, down he goes.
Wonder what games I should watch this week. Give me an answer. What do you think?
-2 yards brings up
some fun games.
When this offense gathers
to
watch
the Packers
tape,
maybe on Sunday.
Like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers.
Might watch see what happens to Pittsburgh. Steelers have a chance. I think the Steelers have a chance to go to the playoffs with the 3rd-string quarterback.
You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature
yeah, the
of
Bills.
coaches. But I know sitting in that room when you've had a big game.
You know, I understand the AFC playoff picture is the AFC playoff picture is undecided at the moment.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
You broke the couch.
Onto the field now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they.
You know the Ravens have the number 1 seed, number 2 seed's up for grabs still between the Chiefs and the Patriots. I think that the Chiefs win on Sunday this week, they're at least the Chiefs are going to at least if they win on Sunday, we'll get the number 2 seed and have to play at home throughout the playoffs. Potentially, because they beat the Patriots. I think they have the tiebreak with New England for the number 2 seed.
Nice
who gets that?
Right side, he hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That
Browns are going to the playoffs. They're 27-0. So the Browns are 12-3. They're going to go to the playoffs at 13-3 in this video game. Stupid video games.
In the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly.
I know the Browns aren't even good anymore in the playoff in video games.
Which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And brought
Let's hope you better knock on wood that you don't throw to the pick in the red zone like you did last time. And I took it out like 45 yards to the linebacker who got tackled.
But now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Trubisky, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
That should pretty much give the Bears a chance.
Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now.
You might have to go. The Bears might have to go for 2 eventually.
Got into that lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears.
Is it too early for an outside kick?
And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown,
got it.
This looked like this was about over. Instead,
too early for an outside kick or no?
They're back in the game. They feel better about
I'm gonna set up my outside kick off. Gilbert Joe's gonna go with the regular kick. I went to set up my outside kickoff team thinking, oh look, he's gonna have the outside kick it. And I'm gonna have to get the ball now.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it
How do I even outside kick that ball?
7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Yeah, I think Gilbert Joe's getting ready to fold some laundry.
I think they've got to look at that.
Yeah, he's folding laundry, right? You're folding laundry, right?
Spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I think Joe's going to his bedroom.
There, 1st down Vikings.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense.
I'm just doing commentary on what you're doing because your team's losing because the game's pretty much over. So.
From the 32 now,
okay.
1st and 10.
The majority guys is looking for a stop. I know the game's pretty much over, guys, so we're just gonna have some fun and talk about whatever the next few minutes, the next 10 minutes or so in the game, or the next 8 minutes. Who knows? Quick play or not? And Gilbert Joey's day is done. 8 minutes to go, 4th quarter.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
No, you can't quit. You can't quit. You still have a whole game. You still have 8 minutes to go. Well, don't quit. Don't quit. I'm not. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. What's the point?
On EA Sports.
I know, but you don't know. Don't say that yet. Don't say that yet. Guys, Gilbert Joey's attempting to quit, and I have the ball in 2nd and 7. Should he quit? No. He doesn't even know what's gonna happen in the 4th quarter. Like that.
And he'll get this.
Did you know that was going to happen? No. You know what? You're going to get the ball back a few times.
Just 1 yard
if I don't fail.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot.
Yeah, I know you're down big, but you know you can make it a 10-point game here shortly.
But you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So signs of
and now it's over, eventually. If I score, yeah.
Here's 1st and 10.
Still pretty minimal game to come back in.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I wasn't even at the century mark for the game.
They run it again with Cook.
Ah, nice.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw.
You do it, and you get into the bathroom there? Do you have a bloody nose?
10 yards, and it's good for
yes or no?
First down.
I think we're seeing the effect.
Guys, Gilbert Joe might have a bloody nose. I guess we'll have to find out.
They're a little bit slower. That front
Here in a second.
to the football.
No,
like
okay.
body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and
just
they're
making sure
take
you're
over
not
in this game.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
That's not good.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins forced out to his left. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down.
I heard that because I'm in the room. So there, I'm in the room where it happens.
On 2nd down now.
Oh!
Cook stripped. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what
now
they
give
did.
you a chance.
That door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. And this is going to be caught.
Caught it. Wow. I told you it's not over yet.
22-yard game.
Go Joe's trying his comeback.
Attempt. So critical.
Attempt number 1 of the comeback.
Shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling. Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That's about 8.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there.
8 yards.
And the first down completion.
Give or take.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going lollipop
this is
in
going
the
nowhere.
field,
Oh my goodness, Robinson caught that instead of the 30. Instead of 30.
And they were able to successfully complete that one.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the pass.
3rd and 18.
They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15.
3.5 minutes to go now.
Shy of the 10. That one good for 24 yards.
I'm getting a little nervous though right now.
Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there.
Touchdown on the way.
Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve.
Clock's still going. You might need a
possible.
timeout. You have to use a timeout at some point.
On this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want
okay,
to
just
throw
saying,
the
if you want the ball
downfield.
back.
You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when
no.
can uncover themselves
Incomplete.
Downfield and create catches.
Now
But let's take a look at it though. Let's just look at the replay to see where his foot came down at.
Yeah, it's going to be complete.
Yeah, his back foot's out of bounds already. His back foot's out of bounds already.
throw for the end zone,
You're
it's
hungry.
incomplete. The
It's
Bears on
only
3rd down.
11-13.
They've had their troubles, just 1 for
Okay.
6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky.
Oh!
But it's incomplete.
Man, that sucks. We're down to 3. Come on, man.
Trying to decipher what's going on.
Okay, now I'm nervous.
Because
4-3, you need a touchdown here. This is it.
I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know
this
if he
is
just
it for
has,
you.
Bad info and intel before
Either this next play, maybe a touchdown, or game's over.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been
Incomplete.
another pick right there.
Incomplete.
This one is going to wind up incomplete.
I didn't even see that play at all.
Coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go in.
Down at the 1. I'm down at the 1.
It's a 2-score game still.
You can try challenging it.
They start thinking about burning these timeouts. They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time.
Should've
And
passed.
that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And this is going to wind up a safety. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game.
Safety, let's go.
That's not a safety. That's not a safety.
Safety,
No, it's not.
safety. Safety, let's go.
Ball where his knees.
Safety, safety.
Yeah, ball came out of the end zone though. Came across the plane for first.
As they stop him behind the line.
Okay, good on you win. I'm
So
just doing the wrong things that you have to tie to get this game close.
Coming as they punt it away from the 20. Taking it about the 16.
Tripped up. 206, 3 timeouts for each team.
So now Trubisky
Yeah, okay then, I will come on.
Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:06 to play.
I guess you are going to win this
To
game.
their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
At least if you get it within
Let's see what
7.
they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10
right?
again from the 40.
I know, right?
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
No, there should be an interference on that.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. Underneath to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over
Thanks for letting me
after
know.
picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Yeah, someone catch it. Either team catch it. Someone catch that.
Hand, and it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
92 seconds, clock stop still.
Trubisky to throw again. That's caught inside the 20.
Man, that's
a big
indeed.
30-yard
That's
play
there.
on 3rd.
But we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown.
And you heard him, too. I heard him,
This
too.
one's not
Wow.
over yet.
They heard I kickoff. I hit the kickoff returner. What are you going to do, onside kick or
Pinheiro now
what?
to add the extra point.
I need to be ready for an onside kick.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
I need to be ready for an onside kick here.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
You still have 2 timeouts. You could use a timeout if you do.
Analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw
that's
here.
one play you could use a timeout on.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Cook.
It's another timeout you could use eventually.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get
I still have
54
seconds.
Over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I could take a knee, but then I'd have to punt though and give it back.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Just saying.
Victory formation time for the
I'm just gonna wait till the clock. I'm just gonna take the delay of game penalty. I think. No. Game clock is 47 seconds. Play clock is 33. Yeah, it is. I'm punting.
Here's Matt Weil now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
That was good management. That was good management by your part.
He'll field it in the end zone.
27 seconds.
Goes over here
Clear
on
timeout.
the punt. And the Bears will take over at their own 20.
I give you a chance. I just gave you a chance to come back and tie the game.
One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring?
17 seconds still.
We're going to find out. This defense has watched their lead.
You need to make a big play. You need to make a big play and maybe spike the football.
Well there.
And it's often
if you get a big play off.
Really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit.
On the road, I doubt it's going to happen yet. You know.
Again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Whoa! Okay. Now you need to spike the ball.
Have this across midfield and
I can tell you what to do here in a second.
So
damn! I just used the timeout. I just used the timeout by mistake. I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to strike. Now I just give you a chance to tie the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That's it.
And
Game
it's
over.
Incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Minnesota, it